First time in the campaign trail, I forgot to wear glasses. And I know I'm in Matt Miller territory, and I think that's why I did it, because I want to try to look younger, you know. I don't think that'll work, though. You know, I'm 51. Matt's, what, 32, 33 years old? At any rate, high-ranking Soviet defector endorses Ohio congressional candidate Paul Schiffer, warning of socialism under the Democrats. This was an endorsement that number one, I wasn't surprised to get, because this guy, Jan Pachepa, is the highest-ranking Soviet bloc defector ever. Anybody see the press releases on this? It was big in Stark County. My media relations political consultant, he wears many hats, John Mosley back there. He's a brilliant political strategist. He sent this out. I said, John, this isn't going to hit. Who's going to care about a former communist KGB guy endorsing a guy running for Congress? This thing went viral all around the world. If you Google search the name Paul Schiffer now, for about 15 pages it comes up about this endorsement from this high-ranking Soviet bloc defector. I got calls from all over the place. Now, it's a bizarre endorsement. I admit it's unique, but the fact is it reveals a lot about who I am. And I'll just read the release. The highest-ranking Soviet and Eastern Bloc intelligence official ever to defect to America in 1978, who went on to help Ronald Reagan win the Cold War, has endorsed Paul Schiffer, Republican candidate for Congress in Ohio's 16th Congressional District. Pachepa escaped Romania, that's where he was born and raised, to become an American citizen. Pachepa was a top advisor to Nikita Khrushchev and Brezhnev and others. In fact, he has a best-selling book. I'll try to get some copies for your group here. I used to have 20 of them, just gave them all out. It's called Program to Kill, What Pachepa Knows in His Meetings with Khrushchev After the Kennedy Assassination, How the Soviet Bloc Was Behind It. Did you know all of the books that came out in the 1960s, early 70s, that were the basis for the JFK movie by Oliver Stone? Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Great, it was fiction. Okay, except for a lot of the details that there were other shooters. The fact of the matter is that all of the books that Oliver Stone used to promote the movie JFK, remember he blamed the military-industrial complex, RCIA, that was all Soviet misinformation or disinformation. Disinformation program, they call it, over there in Moscow. And I found this out from the highest levels. Pachepa said in his endorsement of me, 31 years ago I paid with 2 death sentences from communist Romania, not bad for no reading glasses, huh? For my desire to break with Marxism and become a citizen of the greatest country on earth. All former Soviet satellites have now defected from Marxist socialism, which had transformed a third of the world into an abysmal 20th century feudalism. Great Britain, Italy, Germany, France, and Greece have also abandoned their ruinous experiments with Marxist socialism. I disagree with them there. And look at the EU, the European Union. That's a big Soviet socialist monstrosity. Alas, now the virus of Marxism, with its fatal governmental takeovers, has started infecting our shores. If the Democratic Party has its way, it will transform the United States into a socialist country in all but name. The 2010 elections could prevent that catastrophe from happening. I am grateful that Paul Schiffer has decided to run for the U.S. Congress, and I appeal to the people of the 16th Congressional District in Ohio to vote for him. I know Paul well. I am sure that once in the U.S. Congress, he will do everything in his power to keep the United States the best and most powerful country on earth. 39 more Paul Schiffers in the 2010 Congress will put an end to the Democratic Party's dictatorship, and that will restore our country's place as the beacon of freedom and free market economics that was conceived by our founders, which it has always been. I'll pass some of these out later.